It's Mac the Guru, and Power Book 3 is back. This is the review for Season 2, Episode 1. If this is your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel, check out the other content, and everybody click that like button. Now, I was so happy to get this show back, man, and I like what they did with the first episode. First off, they skipped 3 months. Right, so they didn't just pick right back up in the hospital. They skipped some time and leave some things to wonder about. You know, we gotta figure out what's going on, catch up with everybody. And this first episode lets you know everybody mind state, where everybody's at. We gonna get into it all from Crown and Jessica, which I could have guessed that, to Ra expanding the business, to everything in between. Now, the first episode start off with Kanan and Ra. They on the beach. They been laying low, or Kanan has. And Ra saying how she miss him and it's time to go back to New York. But I'm looking at Kanan, and he just gotta look like, man, I wish I could stay. And he even saying to I guess his cousins that was there, New York ain't all that. Like, man, I'll stay here if I could. And all of this plays and ties into at the end of the episode when he finally tells Ra, yo, I don't think I'm cut out for this, which is a natural thing to happen. See, this the element that I like with Power. This is why I'm like, okay, yeah, I know 50 gotta be heavily involved in Power Book 3 because it got certain elements that I don't see in other shows, you know, because Kanan is a kid, right? It's a progression that you go through. It ain't just like dudes is just savages when they born. You understand? So that's just the progression that Kanan is going through, and eventually he gonna get to the character that we remember from Power, right? But we watching him and Jukebox, they going through their progression. So I like that he's like, yo, I really want to get out the game. And Symphony seen it in him. He like, yo, when I drove him down there, man, I could see that, yo, something was wrong. He was scared. And I'm glad he let Ra know. Now, from Symphony standpoint, I don't know why he as attached as he is, because obviously Ryan ain't that attached. She ain't seen him in 3 months. He like, yo, this the first time. I'm like, dang, he ain't seen her in 3 months. That's crazy. But he attached. You know, you see he tell her, yo, I care about y'all. You know, we still don't know his true identity. Like, maybe he's somebody else than what he's saying, you know, whether it's a detective or something, you know, we still don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a big reveal with Symphony. You know, some people saying he breathes and all that. I don't know yet, you know. But soon as I get my thumb on it, where I'm like, I can figure it out, I'm gonna say it. Now, another relationship we gotta touch on: Uncle Marvin and Jukebox, his daughter, man. This one where I don't think it's gonna get repaired, or if it do get repaired, it's gonna take a while. Because, man, real talk. It's just real talk. A lot of young girls, when stuff happen to them, man, they will hold that forever. You understand? You can say you sorry. You could take them you could do it. They just hold it like forever. You know, it's like nothing you could do to make them forget that happened. And I think this gonna be a situation with Marvin and Jukebox, because I do not think she gonna forgive him. I just don't. And you see he won't forgiveness, and some time then pass. You know, usually, like, if there was a dude, some time then pass, y'all had a fight, you know, it's like, all right, we had a fight, you know, some time passed. Eventually, y'all gonna get over it. But I just don't know with Jukebox. Yeah, it's looking bad for the home team. Now, Uncle Marvin, a thing that might work in his favor with Jukebox, maybe he could say, yo, I'm taking some classes, I'm getting better, you know, and it could help me and their relationship. right? I know he don't want to take these anger management classes. And the chick, Tony, she done dipped out, which was good for him, but maybe them classes can help me in the relationship. And I think the chick that's there, I think her name was Renee. Uncle Marvin gonna be getting at her. Oh yeah, I see it. You could see it in his eyes when they met. Like, oh, all right, maybe I should sit and stay in this anger management class. She did have to check him a little bit, but I could see it. Just like you could see with Uncle Lulu and his new artist, Ziza. I think that's how you pronounce it. Y'all know I be pronouncing names crazy. I think that's how you pronounce her name, though. Ziza. Sound like she's from Central Africa when I say her name. Ziza. But Uncle Lulu definitely gonna want a piece of that. And you could see him and Jessica relationship already got a strain on it. He already looking at Famous like, dog, you don't work hard enough. You ain't writing enough. You just sitting up getting high all the time. And it was dope that they touched on that. See, a lot of people think, if I just smoke weed, I'm good. It ain't like I'm doing crack, which, correct. It ain't like you doing crack. It's definitely a big difference. But, dog, weed will slow you up too. All the time you take going to getting your weed. All the time it take for you to go get whatever you smoking it with. They probably was using papers back then. But all the time that it take to get this stuff. And then you gotta smoke. And then you're gonna have a time where you high. So it's like, it's time consuming, right? So he been slipping. And you could see the strain in Lulu and Famous relationship, all their relationships. On top of the fact, Jessica sleeping with Crown. Which, go figure, you could guess that. And Jessica is really a chick you just can't trust for real. But you knew that from the beginning, just off the strength of her and Lulu. She a chick that'll sleep with anybody to get to where she got to get to. And you got to remember, this the late 80s, early 90s. I think they had 91, 92, somewhere around there, right? It ain't that same vibe that it is today where it's like, yo, the successful whore, that make it to the top and everybody cheer for. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that, So I don't think she gonna be too successful with how she move, right? You see the dude in the bed with a crown, he's like, yeah, I got all the connects. Yeah, she like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got the connects. That's right up her alley. She like, oh, okay. What such and such in LA says, whatever she just there to come up. And you gotta be a simp and a goofy dude not to recognize that. Which that describes Crown. He's a goofy dude. And I think both of them gonna get dealt with, on top of the fact Lulu is learning everything from making the beats to he gonna be able to run that studio for sure. Now, the one problem Lulu do got with the studio is Ra. She don't want him doing it. And it's taken away from him in the business. You see, she tried to give him new or a new role, take over a new building, the 40s. He like, give it to Marvin. She forced it on him. Like, nah, you gonna take it. You know what I mean? Like, keep your hair, because what you doing ain't bringing in no money. But she ain't got the vision, because what they doing ain't gonna last long. Even with the expansion of the projects, man. Like, yo, son. Eventually, cops ain't just stupid. You see dudes sitting out on top of the roof. You like, whoa, what? Why these dudes just standing on top of the roof? Like, something's up. So the projects is better than the streets. You see Buddy, Real, and Unique's crew, they getting locked. So it's better than the streets. Rod definitely on par with that. Like, yo, bringing in the projects where we ain't got to be standing on them corners. I mean, perfect idea, but it might not last that long because just being in the game, you don't last that long. That's just the game. But the entire episode, we see Ra and Lulu. They got like a little tension, and it got everything to do with Ra not or Lulu not being focused, which makes Ra have to lean on Marvin more and trust Marvin more, and Marvin, he just I like Uncle Marvin, but he be messing up. He ain't got it all sometimes. I mean, you'll think he got memory loss like Detective Howard. Speaking of Detective Howard, though, his whole memory loss thing that he's saying, everybody that know him is like, no, I do not believe you, dog. Detective Burke, do not believe him. And you see, she keep doing work. He want her to chill out. He like, yo, chill. She snooping when she at his house. Then she doing extra work. When he stop into the office, he see her working on his case. He like, God, wait, this girl just won't chill. And because of her curiosity, she most likely end up getting dealt with. I could definitely see Burke, somebody taking her out, because she just be too curious. She's just too good of a detective. Something. She keep trying to do work. And Howard like, yo, chill, But he's saying he got memory loss. He done already drove by Ra's place, seen Kanan. Kanan looked like he seen him, So he don't need Kanan for the bone marrow no more, right? Because he got that. But if Kanan his son, he definitely gonna want a relationship, and he definitely gonna want to let him know, like, yo, Rogers had you shoot your biological father, dog, which is nuts. And Ra nuts. You see Kanan mention DEFCON at the end. I'm like, oh, that ain't even your daddy, dog. Ra off the chain. For I don't care what nobody say, dog. And I know dudes like this, where we see other dudes in the hood and we like, yo, that's such and such real daddy. But but they thinking somebody else they daddy, man. It's messed up. It's real messed up. But Howard definitely gonna be trying to get some type of connection with Kanan and let him know what happened. And that's why you see him and Rob meeting at the end of the episode. I'm sure Ra's about to hand him some money. She about to do something to try to persuade him to not say nothing. Now it's crazy that she hit a detective and had her son do it. That's just wild, But I'm sure that conversation not gonna go too well. And however it go, Ra ain't gonna be able to trust Howard. Howard ain't gonna be able to trust Ra. And at the end of the episode, we also seen Unique getting out. We seen him fighting in jail too. I'm like, okay, he getting down, and he actually saved the dude that was looked like the dude was about to get something done to him. I'm like, oh God, jail. Man, that's one of the worst crimes that happened. Like in jail, like they need to up what? Cause think about it. If a person already in jail and they doing act, I'm trying to not go all the way in because you know how the algorithm work on YouTube. But if a person in jail and they already doing acts, then they need the needle, man. They need to get put away. You know what I'm saying? If you in jail and then you doing acts that harm people still while you in jail, yeah. Hit them with the needle. Go and put them away. But Unique is gonna get out. Well, he got out at the end of the episode. And it's going to be weird when he first get out because Rod's trying to take his man. And he going to be hot. When you first get out of jail, you hot. Everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, cops probably still watching you. So it's going to be a little weird on when he first get out. But it's going to be problems for Ra. Regardless. Because Unique is not going to go away quietly at all. And the big problem with it is not really Ra mentality, but it's all the people working for and then the people working for Unique, on top of Unique, feelings towards them. Uncle Marvin, Uncle Lulu, Scrap. Man, these dudes ain't just gonna be like, all right. They been going to war with these dudes. They been the people that's out in the field going to war. So they ain't gonna just be like, oh, all right, we just gonna take them under and everything gonna be cool, and we gonna sit and chill together and chop it up and break bread. No, that ain't gonna go like that. So I'm sure at the 40s it's gonna be wild, and I can actually see something happening to Uncle Lulu at the 40s because Rodden put him over of it, and if that's where Unique's crew gonna be working out of, it's gonna be a problem. Wherever Unique crew go, if they go under Ra, it's gonna be problems. Unique gonna be trying to get back in, and they gonna be still like connected or still working for Unique, even if they work under Ra. So that's gonna be a problem, man. But this first episode was fire. I didn't went long. It's like I'm coming up on 17 minutes. So I don't want to keep just going and going. But this first episode was fire to me. I like how they introduced everybody and caught us up with everything. Let us know the time frame. See, the writers did a good job. They let us know the time frame that is passed, and just where everybody stands right now and where their relationship. This is how it's supposed to go with the first episode. Then we're gonna get into the season, and I'm here for it. I will be back to do the review for episode 2, the previews for the next episode. So this your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's Mac the Guru. As always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.